Hi, this is Tisch Aitken, and it is Monday, April 11th, 2022. And if you could please subscribe, like, and share my videos, I would be forever indebted. I would really appreciate it. And we have such magic to work with, but it's also very scattered energy. So today is the day before the historical Jupiter-Neptune conjunction. I've been wondering about this one for a while. Jupiter takes approximately 12 years to transit. It is the modern ruler of the fire sign of Sagittarius, and it is the ancient ruler of the mutable water sign of Pisces, where Jupiter is currently transiting. And it's been dancing for a while with Neptune, which is the modern ruler of Pisces. And Neptune is boundless ocean. Neptune is the lord of the sea. It is uncontained emotion and water and sensitivity and creativity, and on the highest level, pure empathetic love, pure selfless love and devotion and dedication. On the more challenging level or the lower level, it can represent delusion, fantasy, deception. It can represent the need to escape in, self-undoing, in ways that are very detrimental to oneself. So this is a time where right now Jupiter is expanding this tail, and Neptune takes 165 years to orbit. And so the last time they met up in the sign of Pisces, and again, Jupiter is the ancient ruler of Pisces and Neptune is the modern. That was March 17th of 1856. And that is a long time ago. And so it doesn't happen very frequently. It can make you feel very tired. It can make you feel scattered. It can make you feel like you're chanting with the angels, walking around in the fields with guides everywhere. It depends on you. And it depends on how you feel at that time, because Pisces is a very adaptable and mutable sign. It is not contained energy. If we reflect on 2 years ago at this time, well, Saturn had briefly entered the sign of Aquarius for a couple of months, but we were in the height of the epoch of Capricorn. Capricorn is a sign that's based on contained structures. It's based on limitations and restrictions and responsibility. And Pisces is the opposite. And right now there are 3 points transiting in the mutable water sign of Pisces. Jupiter and Neptune is huge. It's less frequent than a lifetime, because less than 165 years the two meet up in the sky, and this is bringing a huge wave of Piscean and Neptunian energy. And you want to work with the magic and the miracle, because we are in a very sad time in history, and this is a time where dreams can feel inaccessible and impossible, where we've endured a lot of loss, a lot of pain, and now we're dealing with a lot of hatred. And yet we're getting more and more in the month of April into this, spiritual, soul-based sign. Venus entered Pisces on April 5th, and it will transit there until May 2nd. And Venus is exalted in Pisces. It's selfless, altruistic love, beautiful love, very creative. Neptune is the octave of Venus. So this is really good for creative people, for mystical people, and for people that are connected through the soul, which we all are in one way or another. We are all connected. Aquarius emphasizes the connection through groups and community and through learning in alternative ways. Pisces is more the unspoken. It's more the intuitive, soul-based connections. It's more through subliminal messages at times. Right now, many of us may be getting messages from people that have passed over, whether it's in our dreams or in a daydream that may seem very vivid, and really pay attention to that. I spoke with a client over the weekend, and she said that lately she's been keeping a journal by her bed, and just kind of, a lot of things are coming to her. And that's a great exercise, because right now we've got Jupiter, Neptune, and Venus. Soon after that, Mars, which is the planet of action and passion, is going to enter Pisces on April 14th at 11:06 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and it will transit in Pisces until May 24th. Not my favorite placement of Mars, because, it's scattered, spaced out energy. I love Pisces, but, some Pisces could be a little bit out there. And I take accountability, I take responsibility, because I know Pisces that are out there. And it's fun, but sometimes it's a little out there. So anyway, but it's adding to the fact that we're focusing on the need to restore, the need to not slow down, because we don't really have a choice to slow down necessarily. In the new age of Aquarius, we have to think on our feet. This is all about the future. This is about innovating in very challenging times, but we do need to recharge. We do need to practice on nurturing ourselves through, art and music and happiness and love. That is huge. Venus in Pisces is telling us to love. Jupiter and Neptune is saying to open your heart to love. Mars entering Pisces is encouraging you to practice spiritual practice of various forms: meditation, yoga, manifestation, chanting, singing, the Tai Chi. There's so many forms. And so, really, taking action to get rest, to take care of yourself, to nurture your soul, to come through love, to take action on behalf of love. That's a big thing that we really need right now. And there is going to be, and then Juno, which is an asteroid that represents partnering, will enter Pisces on April 20th, and it will transit there until January 12th of 2023. Bear in mind that next year, Saturn, Lord Taskmaster, is going to enter Pisces on March 7th, and it'll be there on and off for 3 years. So this is a prelude of all the magic and healing possible, but also mourning the loss, dealing with depression, which realistically many of us will be dealing with in some form or another, healing and dealing with depression and anxiety and various ways of healing. I mean, how could we not? And that's where this is important. Tapping into dreams, that they are still possible, into healing, into music, which is so healing. And I really think some amazingly, some really special creative projects will come out in 22 and 23. I think, and in Saturn and Pisces the next few years, I think this is going to be huge for the displaced creative people. And I will talk more about the full moon over the weekend, but there is a full moon on April 16th that takes place at 2:55 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time at 26 degrees and 45 minutes of the cardinal air sign of Libra. I cast the chart for Washington, D.C., and the ascendant is 29 degrees of Leo, which is the royal fixed star known as Regulus. And that's the kingmaker and the queenmaker, finding a way to shine and find your courage and ego in a very difficult time. The full moon is squaring Pluto, the cosmic compost, the planet of death and regeneration. And Pluto does station retrograde at the very end of this month on April 29th. The full moon is setting off where Pluto was transiting essentially the last year or so. What do you need to eliminate in your belief systems? Because the full moon is falling in the houses of thinking and belief systems. What can you do in order to up-level your thinking, and what's keeping you, what negative habits are keeping you from achieving your joy? Venus, Jupiter, and Neptune are all in Pisces, opening up to love. Venus rules the sign of Libra, where the full moon is occurring, but this full moon packs a punch because it's squaring Pluto. That's a power play that can represent big endings. And if something's keeping you from your joy, well, there probably will be likely big endings over the weekend. But we're also building up to a partial solar eclipse on April 30th. Pluto stationing retrograde the day before and swimming in abyss, in Pisces, hopefully, but swimming nonetheless. So I am checking out now, but I will be back, and I'm starting to upload the monthly horoscopes. I am offering a limited special on readings. I'm doing a $65 phone reading. And also, if you're in the LA area, I will be out there on April 26th for 9 days. I'm doing readings. I'm staying at the Beverly Laurel Hotel, which is right by the Goodwill on Beverly and Fairfax, and I'm doing a really good special, $75 for an hour and 10-minute reading, and I will give a couple of crystals as a takeaway. So if you're in LA or in the California area, I would love to see you. So thank you so much.